time has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Well, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. So this game of our, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's caught left side, Seals Jones with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he?
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Tannehill. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This a quick pass to Davis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
Touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
A first down carry for Henry. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 16. Now Tannehill. Out right to Bourne. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st down, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, Goodson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A throw out wide to Woods, complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Quick slant here to Woods. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Open man is born. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knocked the ball away.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realized he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Allen again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by the DN, Tanico Autry. After the sack on 1st down, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it, switch it.
Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Goodson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Allen's throw is complete. Oh, big hole left side. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Tannehill. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, it's Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down and much more for Henry. And finally taken down at the 15. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the busy night for Henry continues. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He sets to fire deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Second and 9. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence.
and it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain there for the Bills. Allen. Right side complete. That's Woods. 7 yards to pick up there. To throw again on second down. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen to throw once more. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton. He's at the 50. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
And to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Tannehill. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Tannehill. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there for the Bills.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can